What's going on, everybody? I want to say first, thank you to all the new, well, hello, and thank you to all the new uh, and returning members of Our Time Now. Without you, we wouldn't have a website, and I thank you for joining. For people who donated, I want to thank you also for donating. As I told you before, all the monies that are donated to the site are used on the site. They don't go in my pocket. I don't go buy any rims or, live in a white neighborhood um, with the money. It all goes back to the site. That's how I got to buy new features. I got y'all that probably didn't notice, but some of y'all did. But got two new features on the site in the last week or so, last 2 weeks. So, we doing big things. um, Now that we got the housekeeping stuff out the way, um, 24 divided by 2. 24 divided by 2. What does that mean? We've had 2 black men killed within the last 24 hours. And 2, I believe, right to carry states. Dred Scott versus Ferguson clearly states that uh, black people have no rights that whites are bound to respect, which means that black people have no rights, period, because white people don't respect us. Everything that we've gotten in this country, we've had to fight for. Some things were not worth fighting for, but we fought for them anyway. We fought for the privilege of sitting in restaurants that they didn't want us in so they can spit in our food. And we sit there and smile like idiots. Um, we fought for the privilege of riding in the back of their buses. We fought for the right to get a substandard job. We couldn't be teachers in their schools, but we could be a janitor. So somebody with a college degree could be a janitor in a white school, but you couldn't be a teacher in a white school. So, I mean, we've done some good things, we've done some bad things, but the bottom line is this: no one deserves to be murdered, especially by folks that are bound by an oath to support them. Now, it's no secret that I am a veteran of the United States Navy. When I was 18 years old, I took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That oath really does not expire when you retire or, get out of the military. Because that's something that you said. You swore before God or your grand creator or whatever deity you believe in that you would support and defend the Constitution and the country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. But the problem that we have is that the police take the same kind of oath. They're just doing it. Most of them are doing it for a paycheck. Most police are some punks that got punked in junior high and high school and probably college. Um, Most of them don't have a college degree because they were too stupid to stay in college anyway. And so, with their cowardice, they go and be police because they get to carry a gun and a badge and have the right to kill people and basically get away with it. Now, most of these cowards are white, and they get put in black neighborhoods. And we've seen time and time again in movies. Movies are just theatrical versions of life, and we've seen time and time again how these white cops go into black neighborhoods and wreak havoc in black neighborhoods. Why they don't end up in dumpsters or something is beyond me. But in one way, we don't have that homicidal gene in us, in a way. But be that as it may, I'm not advocating against. I'm not advocating for murdering anybody. I'm just making it plain that we can't take this anymore. Now, within the last 24 hours, I've seen two children, or I've heard two children, because I refuse to watch the videos. I've heard two children crying out for their parents. 15-year-old boy crying he wants his daddy, when white people steady saying that black men are not good fathers. I've heard a little girl, I don't know, she probably 3, 4, 5 years old, comforting her mother as her boyfriend lay dying or dead in the car because she's been arrested. When they put handcuffs on you, you are under arrest. They might let you out of the handcuffs, but you are under arrest. She was arrested, and the little baby was telling her, "It's okay, mommy, I'm here with you." This is not something that children should have to deal with. Now, this clown of a president that we have, he can get on TV and cry for Orlando. But this man was killed, murdered on video. It wasn't like we have to guess. And he takes forever to say something about it. Now we got the brother in Minnesota, no criminal record at all. Now what they gonna say? The brother in Louisiana's laws are so ridiculous and backwards because they need to fall into the damn ocean because the whole state is worthless. But they're calling him a child predator. Let me tell you something about these child laws. There's a brother, I forget his name, 3-sport athlete in Louisiana. He was being stupid. A little white girl decides she's going to sext him some videos, I guess, of her playing with herself and her coochie and all that other stuff. So he decides he's going to do the same thing. He's 17, she's 16. In Louisiana, he's considered an adult. She's a child. So what happens? Her parents see it. Number one, he's black. They don't want little Becky having sex with Sambo over there. So obviously they went to the police. He gets arrested. Now his whole life is over. Number one, because his parents were idiots because they didn't tell him to leave them white girls alone because they ain't no good. Number two, he was just doing what young people these days do. Now, I unfortunately didn't have to live through this stupid time in the world where you have sexting and all this other shit like that because the internet has made people just idiots. But still, be that as it may, now his life is over. Fast forward to this brother, Alton Sterling. He was about the same situation. Look at your presidents. Most of the presidents were 5, 6, 7, 10 years older than their wives. Most people back in the day got married when they was 15, 16 years old. My grandparents was married 50-some years, and they was 60 years old. 70 years old, 68, 70 years old. They got married at 15, 16 years old back then. Now, obviously, these laws were written they basically were written to keep black people and white people apart. Now, I agree with that, but these Negroes need to learn how to stay the fuck apart. Be that as it may, this brother was murdered. Murdered. There's no way else to say it. One cop had one arm, the other cop had the other arm, and the cop that had his left arm was on top of his body and just dumped 3 bullets in his chest. Now, let's shoot up to Minnesota with the brother in the car. He tells the cop, "Sir, I have a weapon on me. I have a license to carry. I'm going for my wallet." He sees black man, says he got a gun, and shoots. First of all, if you that punkified and that sissified and scared of black people, you don't need to be a police. Go be a fucking flashlight cop working at Walmart or something. Because you're too damn scared of anything and everything. I know cops that work at the VA hospital around veterans, mental health problems, that will wield knives Real shit. Every day, and they ain't shot not one person, and they carry guns. These people on the street ain't been diagnosed with no kind of mental problems, and they can't diffuse a situation. You have a taser. You have a nightstick. Black people, once again, I implore you. I plead with you. I beg with you. Please separate yourselves from these people. We have no friends. None. Your white friends are not your friends, because if they were your friends, they would be doing everything in their power to change this situation. Your Asian friends, your Mexican friends, all these people are not your friends. They have their own issues that they have to work out in their own particular race. They don't have time to babysit you. You have to do for yourself. You have 5 kids and 5 steaks. You cannot feed nobody else. The being nice time is over for black people. Open season. It's open season on black men. It's been open season, never closed, but it's really open season on black people right now. July 4th, we was popping fireworks. July 5th, police was popping fireworks. I don't know how much clearer we can make this. Then we had a sister get on Facebook and just go buck nutty smooth off on all the bad cops and everything. I applaud her, but it's a little flaw in her argument, because she's still taking up for those bad cops. If you're not turning those bad cops in, you just as bad. I want to work in the hood because I want to be around my people. But you know where all the bad cops are and what they doing, and you ain't turned them in. You just as bad. You are aiding and abetting in a criminal act. Something you swore not to do. And I'm not just talking to that sister, I'm talking to all cops. If you know of it ain't a clean. If you've been on the force, if you made it past probation, you have done something illegal. That's the only way that you can make it past probation most times. You got to get some blood on you too. You can't get out of this clean. They want to make sure that you one of them. That thin blue line or that blue shield or whatever that is, that bullshit that they talk, that's for real. We need a pound of flesh from you to show that you real. When we go up in that dope house, we want to make sure that you gonna be with us. And if we find, just like in training day, we find 100,000, everybody taking some money. Because we gonna have a little dirt on everybody, because ain't nobody getting out of this clean. There's a reason that I'm not a cop. Because my first day would probably be my last day. I would have walked in there like Ethan Hawke, saw that shit and be like, oh, it's time for me to go. Drop me off at the precinct. I'm out of here. Fuck this. I'm not going to I'm not going to jail. I'm too small. I'm only 5'7". I'm too damn small. My brother came out of prison looking like Tookie Williams. I am not going in jail with no motherfuckers looking like that. If you don't know who Tookie Williams is, kill yourself, please, because shit. Where the fuck you been? Anyway, that's just my rambling for the day. Rest in Black Power to the 2 brothers that got murdered by the police. Rest in Black Power to all the brothers and sisters that have been killed by police. To the police, too bad that y'all are so sorry. All of you. I have no respect for not one police officer that's still on the force. Because you are aiding and abetting in a criminal act, in crime. You are allowing these people to kill and rape and murder and rob and not saying nothing. And just because you talk to them, what the fuck are they, children? Let's get this straight. This is business. It ain't personal. Till next time. It's our time now.